Hello everyone and welcome back to another Essential Album video. We are now on week 37 and this week we're taking a look at Teenage Dream by Katy Perry, first released August 24th, 2010. Some notable tracks off this album are the title track of Teenage Dream, California Girls, Last Friday Night, TGIF, and Firework. And I think this is probably my favorite Katy Perry album. This one and One of the Boys are both very good. I kind of feel this is kind of where she probably peaked. I don't think I really enjoyed the other albums as much as I did Teenage Dream. So like Prism has some okay tracks on it. And then kind of, I think, kind of from there on, it was kind of, in my opinion, kind of downhill. It was very much the same. So I don't think she's really kind of like evolved much since this, but Teenage Dream is a very good record. It has a lot of really good songs on it, and it kind of came out at the perfect time. It's like very, I guess you would call it like bubblegum pop, but a lot of the songs on this album are absolutely like amazing. Like the songs in this list here, those 4 tracks there are really good. There's a few other really good tracks as well. There's only a couple tracks I really don't like, and there's only one track that I actually will actively skip when I listen to this album. So let's go ahead and bring up the track list here. If I can just scroll down to it. Alright, cool. So track 1 is Teenage Dream. That's, of course, the title track of the album. Track 2 is Last Friday Night, TGIF. One of my favorite tracks on the album, and kind of just a personal kind of favorite of mine. I don't really go out like partying anymore, going out to bars really, but kind of as a like a pregame lit like music to listen to before going out to a bar back in the day. It was Last Friday Night. It's just a fun song, and it's kind of all about partying and stuff like that. So that was kind of just personally has like a lot of kind of like memories of good times, kind of when I would used to do that. Don't do it anymore, but that was a song I would listen to in preparation of going out for a night of like going out to bars and clubs and what have you. Track 3 is California Girls, which features Snoop Dogg. Track 4 is Firework, and we're gonna like basically just stop right here for a moment. So but basically, the first 4 albums or songs on this album are absolute bangers in my opinion. Teenage Dream is really good. Like I said, Last Friday Night is awesome. California Girls is pretty good as well, and then you kind of cap it out with Firework, like a very good 4-song run on the album there. At the 5th track, this is the song that I actually skipped. Track 5 is Peacock. I just think it's not a very good song. It's actually kind of terrible. Probably the low point on the album. Everything else on the album is still pretty good, but yeah, Peacock is just an awful song, I think, and it's one that I will actively skip whenever I listen to it. I've heard it a few times, and it just feels like filler in a way. Like they needed to get one extra song on there, and this is all they could come up with. It's not a good song, so I generally skip it. Track 6 is Circle the Drain. That was pretty good, but kind of at the halfway point, the songs get a little bit less good than the first 4. But Circle the Drain is pretty good. Track 7 is the one that got away. That one's really good. Track 8 is E.T., and that one I can kind of, it's all right. It's not my favorite. I definitely like this version more than the version that was on. They did an updated version of this album a couple years later called The Complete Confection. I'm not a huge fan of it just because they consider it a studio album, even though it's basically just this album with some extra tracks. And the version of E.T. on that album features Kanye West, so I'm not really huge on him. So that's track 8. Track 9 is Who Am I Living For? That one's pretty good. Track 10 is Pearl, and we're kind of getting into the kind of more ballady songs of that one. So that's track 10. Track 11 is Hummingbird Heartbeat. That one's also pretty good. And then track 12 is Not Like the Movies. And we kind of ended on a kind of a slower, I guess in a way sadder song. But the album itself is still very solid. I think it's kind of like I said, I don't think she's ever kind of gotten back to this level of just music. I think like some of her other stuff has been good, but to me, Teenage Dream is kind of just like the top for her in my opinion. Favorite songs off this album are probably going to be Last Friday Night's probably my favorite just because of the little story I told earlier. Then I'll probably follow it up with Firework, uh, Teenage Dream, and then California Girls are probably like the top 4 songs on the album. Or you just look to the little notable track list to the over that way. But yeah, Teenage Dream is just a solid album. Her previous album, which I guess is her second, because I think she did one under her like actual name, like I think in 2001. But One of the Boys is also really good. But I think Teenage Dream just kind of edges it out just a little bit. So yeah, her first, I guess, second and third albums to me are my favorites from her. That's gonna do it for this video. We'll be back again next week with another album. Don't know what that'll be just yet. We'll be back again next Tuesday with that. That's going to do it for now. So remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll see you again next time. Take care and have a good one. See ya.